So I will try to be brief. So my grant was to enhance engagement in this new hybrid course that I'm teaching. It won't always be hybrid, but it was this semester. Foundations of Global One Health, GOH 201, which is part of a new minor, Global One Health minor. And just briefly, One Health, for those who are unfamiliar, is the idea of bringing interdisciplinary approaches and systems thinking to complex global challenges that are at that intersection of human, animal, and environmental problems. Okay, so I was interested in maintaining student engagement, both online and in person, and needed to learn and implement some interactive tools to help make those recorded lectures more dynamic, more engaging, more effective, and as well as in-class activities. I had been away from teaching. Well, I taught last year, but I had been away from teaching for about 10 years. So I had some catching up to do on the technology. So this was extremely helpful for that. I thought originally when I was writing the grant proposal, I wanted H5P, but after getting the wisdom and guidance of Q and Yiling, they directed me primarily to PlayPosit, and then I also used WooClap for competitions and the whiteboard in Zoom. But PlayPosit was a easy to use, user-friendly tool to add interactive components into recorded videos. So both the recorded lectures that I had students watch online, right, in between our in-person class meetings, that was the way this hybrid was, with 2 short in-class meetings every week, and then they would engage with materials online in between. So being able to do and add in these interactive components into the lectures that I recorded and posted, but then also the lectures that I did in class that we had guest speakers do. So that those Panopto recordings, I was also able to then create what they call bulbs. So these sections of video followed by or with interactive elements incorporated in. So, multiple choice questions, pause and reflect, annotations, that sort of thing. And it easily links into Moodle. So that was cool. I'm going to fast forward. I just have a few screenshots so people who aren't familiar can see what it looks like. But this was a playlist that I created for the final exam review. I had 2 different playlists, so I went back. These kids were spoiled this semester. I went back and I got clips of the videos that I really wanted them to focus on, heads up for the exam, and added in interactive components. And so they had 2 playlists. So this was the first one, and they could just go through each and look at the specific material. And then let's see. Okay, yeah, these were just examples of, so this was a pre-recorded lecture. This was an open-ended question. How would you define One Health? And then here I had on the bottom picture, a guest speaker, Dr. Michael Reiskind, talking about vector-borne diseases. They also helped me figure out that Zoom has a whiteboard feature, which was great. And so I implemented that in class. My students worked in teams throughout on a project. And so this was one way the teams were able to see each other's work and learn from it and inform each other. This was just one assignment we did, and that was easy to use as well. And then WooClap was really fun. I just integrated it this week, using it in a final exam review. So we did competition mode, where again, they were in their teams. I had one person from each team sign into WooClap. And they did. They got into it. And it, again, a very easy to use tool. I can show. So what percent, there were multiple choice, there were fill in the blank, and speed is also a component. So the teams who answered first correctly got the most points, and it went down from there. Um, I wanted to show a video clip, but man, I'm still learning how to edit videos in Panopto. It didn't work for me, but that's next semester. So, but this was really fun, and there's a leaderboard so they can see how they're doing as we go, and they did get into it. So basically, I would say my experience, I don't have student evaluations yet, but it certainly seemed as though engagement increased as I was able to increase these tools over the semester, really bridging that learning. And I'm looking forward to kind of expanding and refining in future semesters, and look at other applications in my other courses as well. So just a big thanks to Yingling and Q.